Yeah. I invite Angela Savchenko, who is a global HR manager, and what industry it's luxury hospitality, retail, real estate, e-commerce.
It's important to understand the strategy that we can use, we have to use in our job search to achieve the great results. So the tailoring CV for each role, it's a must, because as we were talking before, the match between requirements from employers and your strong and your hard and soft skills, your experience, this is a key to attract the attention of the recruiter. And if there is no match, no response, no attraction, no feedback, no job offers. Therefore, the main goal of you to find this perfect match. So how to find this match, how to make this match and find a job, because the market in the UK is really challenging. We all understand this. We see how many CVs we sent, and sometimes without any response. So therefore, I made a presentation, and I'll go through it just to. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So the briefly about the difference in the employed market that we have in the UK and we had in Ukraine. So the number of vacancies is much higher in the UK than in Ukraine right now. So I did this comparison between our countries at the moment in this year. So one recruiter received 100 or 200 CVs per one role at least. In Ukraine, it can be up to 100, so much less. And now we have long selection process. We can send CV in January and receive response in March, 3 months later. So the process is very long. In Ukraine, it's very quick process. In 1 month, we will know we get offer or not. So in the UK, the competition is very high, because we see people from all over the world living in London and in the UK. In Ukraine, the competition is lower. Plus, we have language barriers, right? We can speak English, but we have different levels of this skill. This is the hard skill. Plus, there are seasonal trends. So in summertime, market is very quiet, and so between December and February, it's also quiet because of Christmas holidays. So therefore, you have to be as much possible active to work on your CVs and sending your CVs in other months. So, Galia, we have CVs printed or not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Just working on this.
Yeah, super. So today I would like to discuss from another corner about your personal goals, your strategy, and as a result, your CV. So now Galia will print us the, let's say, draft of CV that you can use. And everyone will work on that and answer to the 3 questions. First question, who I am, what value I bring to the employer. Write 10 facts, achievements, qualities about yourself in this CV. And what's the most important, how do I see myself in 10 years? Because this is your main focus. If we don't have any plans for the future, we go with the flow, we can move from one job to another, and then we will not achieve anything. So the most important to understand how my activity today, how it will help me achieve my long-term goals. And the question number 3, what do I need to get there? So after that, we will work in a pace. Please discuss with your colleague what you have now, how do you see yourself in 10 years. maybe, so it's kind of challenging, really challenging exercise, but you have to do that. We have to think a bit further because it gives us a focus. So, because today we will speak a lot about the focus, about energy, how to keep our energy, because it helps the moving. It will keep us when we'll receive rejections. So, okay, until we are printing that. So your goals is your sourcing strategy. We all use job boards, connections, knowledge, and the skills. After that, when you define your strategy, that in 10 years you have to be in this country or another country, specific role, specific place and everything, you have to define what is your way. What kind of skills do you need? What kind of knowledge do you need? So what you should consider, there are 3 sourcing strategies. You have no experience in this role, you have lots of experience, and this is a new role for you. And based on that, you will do accent in your CV. If you have no experience, your really strong side is your education and your grade. If you have really good grade, it's nice to add. And the personal qualities, your internship, volunteering, hobbies. This is your this is your values that you can bring to the table. If you have lots of experience, you have achievements. Achievements is very important. We often forget about that, especially when we use the AI. We put information in AI. AI will give us kind of the very general information. What I see every day, sometimes I see the very similar CVs from other people, thanks to AI. Yeah. Sometimes I even know what will be the next information, because they like copy paste. Yeah, and I just I see that there is no individuality in this CV, and it's not easy to select the CV because I can't even remember. And especially the pictures. Now lots of people use the pictures AI generated, and some of them even in the same suit, the same shirts. It's very similar. Yeah. So if the role is new for you, for instance, you have experience, but your experience is not relevant in this country for some reasons. You have to transfer yourself to the new sector. You have to show what kind of skills, transferable skills you have, what is your passion, and what is your soft skills. For instance, let's say you worked in Ukraine as a teacher. And now probably you can't find the similar job because there are different requirements that you can't get right now. So you have to, anyway, you have to find the similar job, probably, that relevant with your strategy. So therefore, you have to show your passion and your soft skills in your CV. So action plan. So this is your main, let's say, the focus and the key steps how to get job offer. The first, tailoring your CV. That's or adapt your CV. That's the main key how to receive responses. Yesterday, I participated in interesting webinar for the local people who are looking for the job from CIPD. From the Certificate Institute of Personal Development. What was my goal is to see how the situation in the market for the local people, how they cope with all these challenges. And I was surprised that they were talking about the same, because some of them would like to back to work after maternity leave. Some let's say they moved from another countries, not from Ukraine, and they suffer with the same challenges. No responses. They're sending CVs with no responses. They're looking for the job more than 6 months. So the challenges are absolutely the same. This is this is a normal, absolutely normal process that you have to understand. So Galina is giving us the CVs. Yeah, this is a draft of CV. So what I would like to you to do, let's come back to our the main 3 questions. Please think about yourself, who you are, what is your value that you're ready to bring to the table, and write 10 facts, achievements about yourself. And then, how do you see yourself in 10 years? And then, what do you need to get there? Please, you have 10 minutes. After that, you will discuss with your colleagues and you will receive a feedback. So let's get started. So now we have, 10 minutes. Do you have any questions?
Can you repeat the task again?
Yeah, so now you receive a draft of CV. This is just a draft for your example, because I saw on last session you were immersed in more the CV preparation. So today I just would like to give another focus, how to see on your job search from different corner. So this is just a draft for you. Please think about yourself. What is your value? Write 10 facts. The task number 1, write 10 facts about you. You have a free space on this CV. So please write 10 facts about yourself. Your achievements, your education, your soft skills, hard skills, everything that you really have, that you worked on that during your life. This is step 1. Let's start with step 1. And then we will move to the step 2 about long-term strategy. So 10 facts about yourself, your real achievements that you're proud of. And then you will share with your colleagues.
While people write and thinking about this, I want to explain my a bit weird questions to you about are you looking for a job? Recently we had discussion if you already have a job, you are working in one company, should you look for other opportunity, job opportunity at the same time? In advance, for example, or maybe just to...
That's interesting questions.
Advice?
My advice is look on the question number 2. How do I see myself in 10 years? Because the long-term strategy is the main key that will keep you moving in this direction or these directions of this or this. So therefore, it's the personal question for everyone in terms of the personal goals. At the moment, I'm satisfied what I have. I don't know in the future, maybe in 1 year, in a 2 year, I don't know. But now my current job is relevant with my personal vision for my 10 years, when I will be in 10 years.
Because on LinkedIn, your profile is significant one because you have this hiring label. But I was wondering that people who already work and in the company, they have this, I'm looking for a job.
Yeah, they make the LinkedIn, they can add this logo and it can be visible for every. Yeah, because they made this invisible for their current company. You can make it invisible for your current company, but visible for other companies in the UK. Yeah.
Thank you for this explanation. And LinkedIn algorithm, how it works in this case? It brings you.
Yeah, exactly. If you have the green logo, it means you always, when you put this green logo, you put your position that you're looking for. What kind of position you put there? Based on your this long-term strategy, how do you see yourself in 10 years? And LinkedIn will send you emails with the new vacancies every single day. And you can check. It will be emails, it will be notification on LinkedIn. Yeah, that's very useful. And for recruiters, it's a good side that you are open for the new job opportunities, because it really helps to mark your CV. So if your profile on LinkedIn, that's an important question. Треба.
Чи будете ви розказувати про LinkedIn, чи може просто дасте пораду, як його заповнювати?
Так, я можу розказати. Якщо в нас буде час, так, повернемося. Я запишу до нашого to-do list. LinkedIn. Is everyone ready with the 10 facts? Who are ready? Please raise your hand. Who are ready with your 10 facts about yourself, your achievements, your strong side, personal qualities. This is your base at the moment. With time, you will develop that. You will add more and more and more. Why we are doing this exercise now? We have to understand what you need to move to your goal, professional goals for the 10 years perspective. I understand that sometimes it's not easy to do this exercise.
Especially for Ukrainians.
Especially for Ukrainians, yes, because we sometimes focus more not on the strong side, but what we don't have, or we have kind of weakness. And therefore we don't feel sometimes very confident enough, and we don't use our potential, because when we are not confident, we are not moving. We are moving slower than we could. And therefore, we also, this class, I devote to the positive mindset, because when we think positive, we have more energy. We have more energy to move forward. And especially how do I see myself in 10 years? That's absolutely very, very challenging. But we have to do. We have to try to do, because at home, when you're back home, maybe you will think more and more, and you will polish your vision. Because it seems like that we're dependent from different circumstances, the inflation, tariffs, war, but in fact, we are creators. We all can create our life. But because sometimes we don't think and we lose our focus on our personal goals, we just go with the flow.
Can I ask a question? Angela, I'm very interested that you say that you think that Ukrainians are a little bit less confident or less pushy. Because sometimes people say that about the Brits. Sometimes people say the British are very reserved and don't like to brag. You know, a lot of Americans do. Hey, we're the greatest. Hey. And English people don't like that. And we can, depending a little bit on personality and experience, you know, we can often also be a little less confident. So it's interesting perceptions. And the second thing is, when you say, where would I like to be in 10 years' time? You're right, we don't know. There's so much unknown. People are saying that many of the jobs won't exist anymore. So what I want to be in 10 years' time is agile and flexible, and ability to use my transferable skills and be ready for change. So that's not saying what I want to do, but it's a mindset. I don't know if you think that's worthwhile saying, but I think it's very important that, especially for young people now, there's not a job for life. We need to create many jobs for one life. And so this is more the attitudes that we want people to be able to adapt, to be flexible. And this lovely word agile. You know the word agile in Ukrainian? What's the word in agile in Ukrainian? Yeah.
Гнучкий.
Nushmike?
Гнучкий.
So that's a really important quality, I would say. Do you think?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It also the kind of adaptability, to be ready to see opportunities, and to act proactively and quickly. Yeah, thank you, Stephen. That's really important. Yeah, so we can plan for 10 years some kind of the several directions in our profession. Let's say back to Ukraine, or you stay in this country, or you move to another country. So it depends on your goals. But it's important to think about it, because it will give you motivation to move forward every day. It's like the athlete is planning to participate in Olympic Games. He has energy to train every single day to achieve his main idea, main goal. And I saw the interview with Cristiano Ronaldo, and it was so impressive that he told that everyone wants to be Cristiano Ronaldo, but so many people want to do what I do every single day, because he goes to the gym every day for 1 or 2 hours. He has a very specific diet and everything, and so on. So it's just a good example when his little steps, everyday steps, help him to be on the top of the list and achieve his goals. So that now what I'm trying to do, that you should think about yourself in 10 years. What is the country? What is the environment? What kind of position? What kind of languages you would like to speak? Just think about a bit wider. And then what you need to get there. Maybe new skills, new experience, connections, resources. Yes, because if we will, let's say, make this alignment with the business, the most successful companies who operate in the market more than 100 years, they all have long-term strategy. The 100% of them. They plan. Of course, we don't have crystal ball. We can't predict our future, but we can see our direction, how to move, and then it gives us energy. So, is everyone ready? Not ready.
With the first one, yes.
With the first one, yes. With the second, what is the challenge?
Just because it depends, like, well, first of all, 10 years, it's a very long period. Usually it's asked about 3-5 years. Secondly, I think the majority thinks if the war ends, they probably will come back, for instance, island life. And if not, you don't know. Maybe we'll be all thrown away into, like, I don't know, Nigel Farage comes and says, Ukrainians get out. So, like, it's very difficult to, to plan something when the uncertainty is, like, all the time.
Yeah, interesting. Are there any opinions about this long-term strategy? No ideas, not easy?
I mean,
Not easy.
professionally, yeah.
Professionally.
Yeah.
Professionally.
But still, if we are talking about the place, I'm uncertain.
About profession, are you certain about profession?
I'm certain about the profession.
That's
I'm
cool.
not certain about the place.
Yeah, exactly. About profession, yes, Steve.
Well, I was just asking, do you not think the professional and the personal does have some overlap? Let me say, so I'm in my 60s. Okay, so in 10 years' time, I want to stop work. I want to retire. So I want to be comfortable financially. I'm not going to be. I want to be happy. I want to look back with some pride. Now, so that's for me at a later stage in my life. And I also want to leave a legacy. So the personal and the professional are linked there together. And I think for me, you know, Buddha says if you love what you do, you'll never do a day's work in your life. And I think increasingly people, the younger people are saying, I want to have passion, I want to have meaning, I want to find work that gives me a way of being able to align my values. And so I think it's quite hard, because I've never worked in a very professional world. I've always worked in the voluntary sector, in the charity sector. So for me, I want to make a difference. I want to leave a legacy. I want to be happy. I want to employ other people. So is that professional or personal?
That's exactly, there is overlap, so these goals are together, going together, because firstly we are personalities, and then we act in professional field, and in the personal life, and the social life, right? And that's great. The Steven mentioned that he has a plan. He has his long-term strategy, right, for 10 years. He has a direction where to move. For instance, Steven doesn't plan to move to the US in 10 years. No.
Definitely no.
Definitely no. He doesn't plan to, let's say, work next 20 years. No. So, and it means that every single day Steven knows what he should do to achieve these goals, to be financially secure, right? So it's kind of more or less the everyday activities, they will lead you to your goal in 10 years, right? So you have a direction, because the main is to have direction. Because if we will invite somebody else to this room, and this person can say, I want to move to the US in 10 years. And the daily activities, the daily steps will be very, very different. Depends on the goals. Because what I wanted to express that sometimes we lose motivation. Sometimes we are destroyed, sometimes we are disappointed with all this, the rejection, no responses, because sometimes we feel like we don't see the response, we don't see the purpose. We can stop, and only our goals will help us to move forward. What's the main reason? You have to feel your goals and understand that. Because if somebody will tell that I want to move to the US, this person every day should do something to move to the US. All right, so let's, is everyone can share the goals for 10 years? So in a professional life, you would like to stay in the same sector, right? What is your sector? Marketing, right?
Video production.
Video production.
Yeah.
That's
well, I wrote work in a video production as a video content creator for commercial projects. Something like that.
That's great, because you don't plan to move to, let's say, to financial sector, right? Or hospitality. You want, yeah, exactly. You want to stay in your field. It means that doesn't matter where you live. Will you back to Ukraine, or you will move to US, or you will stay in London, so or you will move to Canary Islands. So it doesn't matter, because you will get skills and knowledge and the expertise on your daily activities, and each year your expertise will be very strong. You will get this experience, and maybe you will get some kind of international certification if you need that. Maybe it's not necessary in your field. Maybe you need that. And based on that, the number 3, resources that you have to have to in 10 years time be in your profession where you see yourself. Of course, we can't predict future 100%. AI will help with lots of activities. Maybe some function will disappear, new roles will appear, but we can't guess that. But what we can do, only increase our potential, our soft skills, adaptability, to be flexible. But we have resources that our experience, our strong side, achievement, certification, our the profile, LinkedIn profiles, because LinkedIn works internationally. You can recruiters from I don't know, from Spain can find your profile and offer you remote job. Why not? And if it happens, you can put on your skills that you can work with the clients in Spain and in London, so you became more globally, so you are ready to overcome more challenges. So that is my point. Who is ready? Thank you so much. Who is ready to share the goals? Girls.
Can we share like
Yeah.
switch us?
Yeah. Okay. Good. So please share with each other. Olga, Galina. Yeah. Please work in the pairs.
Did you do the first one? Who am I? Because I started thinking it was for this person, so I was mistaken. I was thinking all the things that this person. But now I think I got it. You want to start? Tell us a little bit about who you are. 10 things. Oh, 3 or 4. Okay.
I have a PhD degree, I have 2 higher degrees, like apart from that I'm a project writer. I still am.
You are a great project writer.
Yes.
I agree.
I was living in the US, but added to my experience, I have experience in diverse areas like business, political, etc. I'm a great mobilizer, I'm critical, which I consider a plus. I have also great analytical skills, dedicated to what I am doing, really dedicated, and I'm confident in my vision of how to achieve the next stage.
That's nice. That's lovely. What about you?
I wrote more like
Okay.
so first of all, I organically increased the audience of Instagram page for 21 subscribers and Facebook page for 19K subscribers. I'm fluent in 4 languages. I'm proficient in CapCut, InShot, Final Cut, editing programs. I'm attentive to details with a double check habit.
A double check habit.
Yeah. Well, it's for instance, I can explain.
Yeah.
So like, because I get this question. So for instance, when you're uploading the video, so for instance, doing a lot of digital marketing.
Я почула, що хтось
Something
планує
is off.
переїзд до ЮС,
So
так?
I always
Я почула, що
really
хтось
want-
планує переїзд до ЮС.
That's about it. So I'm an active designer who combines self-study and professional courses.
Yeah.
I have bachelor's and master's degree in linguistics. People, I have proficiency in the usage of the AI tools like Midjourney and ChatGPT for graphic design.
Wow.
Wow.
That's amazing. Well
That's
done.
amazing, very well done.
Tyler, do you want to share with you? Okay. Well, I only got to 6, but I was like, I'm an entrepreneur who has a track record of developing non-profit startups. I'm a successful fundraiser, ability to develop strong reciprocal partnerships. I'm a strong communicator, I present with valuable experience. I have a strong commitment to social justice, and work with projects that have social impact. I'm a long-term strategic thinker, and I'm good at looking at policy and adapting policy to the local context. So there's a few things.
Brilliant.
Diane.
Maybe it's a same with
Same here.
Oksana because
You're a university lecturer?
yes, I am a PhD. I am the university lecturer. I'm the
That's
doctor of
impressive.
philosophy. I worked 20 years at the university. I used in government grants in Ukraine, and my students have винагороди.
Achievements.
Awards.
Awards, and I have good communication skills, leadership
skills.
and organization skills. I applied and won 3 grants in here.
In the UK.
And yes, in UK, and 6 months I was one of the 10 men members in Islington in Sanctuary Grand Panel.
That's
Where
amazing.
we check on the grants. And now I learning in the time school where I organize my own business. And yes, I like to learning. And maybe my a good achievement that is I work with Steven. Yes, this is a very important for me because I have opportunity learning. This is a very charismatic man.
Well, you also got good English.
That's 100%.
Well done. That's wonderful. What about the second question then? How do we see ourselves in 10 years' time? Because I found this one difficult as I shared. What do you feel? I mean, there's a lot of uncertainty with Ukraine, but how would we address that question?
Well, I already said, should I repeat? So, like, I want to work in the video productions, content creator, and make some commercial projects. So this is what, and work not like self-employed stuff, but like in a production with a team.
Okay.
That's important.
So like corporate, right?
No?
Corporate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very important actually.
That's the
Because if you want to work for yourself, it's insecurity. If you want to work for somebody else, it's a good goal. Security.
Yeah, and it means different steps because when you, if you would plan to be as a self-employed, it means you would have to do other steps.
Yeah.
That's great.
But I don't want to.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
I want to be in a
too
team.
insecure.
Brilliant. Well, it's good
Too
to know
much.
that. Really good. Especially as a creative artist, you feed off other people. And if you are just on your own, unless you're a fine artist or love your own particular genre, it's good to learn other people, especially digital skills. You learn so much from the
Well, I can say just like currently I'm doing everything on my own, and like I feel the lack of like team that, because sometimes it's just quite draining process. And when I used to work in the team, it was just a kind of fulfilling experience, you know,
Okay.
that like sometimes you can sit on the bench, and sometimes, so like, you know, sometimes you can rest and don't burn.
There's an opportunity that you might think about a halfway house. Corporate, self-employed, the charity sector often gives you a team
Yeah.
and gives you autonomy and some flexibility.
Yeah.
There's lots of jobs in the charity world.
Yeah.
There's a very good website called charityjob.co.uk, and they're often looking for digital marketers. I'll show you about that later.
Okay.
Oksana, what about you in 10 years' time, Nadia? What do you feel?
I think that my hard skills, they work for themselves,
Yeah.
and step by step upgrading them with new like knowledge, they will add up to the experience. So like how to say, putting some this great achievements that we all strive for. I would like nevertheless, so it's progressing itself. Everything is progressing itself, and it will progress. I would like to achieve more like emotional intelligence coefficient, like to somehow balance this work and life. Not is everything about work, like and being on top, but will I get the real satisfaction from that, like from that place where I will be in 10 years? So that matters for me right now.
Wow. That's very honest, isn't it? You know, you want to have a work-life balance. That's what we were saying, that sometimes your professional goals are also your personal goals. And if you can find the right environment where you're meeting both, that's the sweet spot, isn't it?
The world is very, has like this fast pace.
Yes.
Yes, and it exhausts us, like we often burn out. So to achieve that level, that you can manage, that's like everything that intrudes into your life, sometimes unexpectedly or uncontrolled. So it's
You use that lovely word, social intelligence or emotional intelligence. Is a very important thing. We often don't quite appreciate what we've been through with trauma, with exhaustion, with heartache, with grief, and they can come up. And I speak as someone quite old, they can revisit you. So it's important to really align what you want to do as an individual with what you want to do
not only
professionally.
about Ukraine, but I mean, it was the information that impacts our life.
Of course it is. Of course it is. And I really respect that. And I never take that away from you. This is something that every month is changing. You are to be commended and to be affirmed and supported in this, because you're going through things that are very, very difficult. Diana, what about you? What would you like to do?
I believe after 10 years I will have the necessary experience and my English will be the excellent.
Yes. So
And I will do what I want only. What I want, I will do. Oh. I need only information.
well done. And the last question then, what do we need to get there? What new skills? You talk about emotional intelligence, and soft skills are also part of this.
Maybe hard skills, maybe certification, maybe
Yes,
education, because it takes them so much time. It can take
And
3
hard
years,
skills,
2
if
years.
you're going for that qualification, is a real goal, is a real focus. Soft skills, well, I'll pick up a bit here, pick up a bit there. Hard skills, I want to get qualified in the latest digital technology. I want to get qualified as another PhD so I can teach in another subject. These are important.
Physical resources, time resources, some
Financial
of the
resources.
best.
Yeah.
Yes, and then input connections.
Yeah.
Then mix it. Even not having a new skill, but connections matter.
Well,
You
one,
present
yes,
yourself
one of the
to
things is the power of your network. So sometimes you only get there if you've really grown your network. Your network is your net worth, they say. And so there are tools like LinkedIn, but it's also in this room here, there are 7 or 9 people that know another 7 or 9 people who know another 7 or 9 people. And sometimes the power is asking people, do you know someone who can help me? Are you able to open up your network to me? So that's one way that we can achieve our aims, I think.
Yeah, 100%. So let's is everyone discussed about the facts, 10 years plans and the skills? So ladies, Olga, did you share your thoughts? Not today. Okay. Ladies, are you happy with everything? Did you discuss about? All right. So let's move forward. Let's discuss what was during this exercise, what was the easiest part and what was the hardest part?
Ah, yes.
Planning for 10 years.
Planning. Planning was the most difficult part, right? What was Halina? What was easy for you?
Maybe hard write to my 10 because
Achievements.
I think for me and for just a second I cannot think for 10. For plan for 10 years I have, it's not be so problem. I know what I want and where I want to move. Maybe hard think about me, what I have strong skills, what I make me special. I think about that and maybe hard to write with first 10 steps.
Yeah, that's important, and that's interesting that we need to have a balance. We have to understand 100% what we have right now, what kind of strong sides we have, because we have to present these strong sides in our CV and on an interview when we'll be invited, right? And if we have amazing goals for 10 years, but in CV we just put some like general information AI generated on an interview, we are shy, we can present yourself, we will not achieve our long-term strategy for 10 years. Yeah, so 10, I did this, I put the number 10 just to make for you like special memory on that. Usually the strategic, the plans, the companies do like depends, but it can be 3, 5, it can be 10 years, 15, but I put 10 for you that just to remember this number 10, because 10, your strong sides, 10, your strategic goals. Where will you be? Where you see yourself in 10 years? So, therefore, based on that, you have to understand what kind of roles will you consider, what kind of connection you have, what skills you need, what experience you have to get, and your sourcing strategy, right? What kind of the site you need, you will use, what skills and knowledges that you will show in your CV. As we told before about the 3 main resources strategy for people without experience, with lots of experience, and when you transfer yourself to new role, you have to focus on the different your different 10 strong sides. You have no experience. This is education grade, personal qualities, hobbies, volunteering, internship. You have experience. This is your results. You have to add this to your CV to show that you are unique, because AI will never ever add your achievements. Yeah,
Can I mention one thing that I think we've found out very importantly? This word volunteering, really, really powerful. Some people say, you mean I've got to work and they don't give me any money? But in the UK, there are lots of opportunities to volunteer. It gives you a network, it gives you a reference, it gives you experience, and it gets you out of the house. Every high street has a charity shop. Okay, can I come and volunteer? I'm wanting to practice my English. All of you would just shine. You would all shine in that hospitality work. I know, because you're presentable, you're motivated, you take initiative. And so this volunteering, if you haven't got experience, and in the UK you may say, well, I haven't got the experience of the language, but volunteering is the superpower, I think.
Even if it's different in industry.
Yes.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
It gives you confidence, it helps you to get a reference. We've had people volunteering here, and they've gone on to get a job here. Because I've seen them and thought, they're good, let's give that person a chance. So I just wanted to really reference that. Would you not think, Alina, this is something that came up in the last couple of
I came from volunteering.
You did, and look at you now,
Yeah,
employing.
brilliant.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's really valuable note. Thank you, Stephen. And when you have experience, your achievement, it's your strong part of your 10 strong sides, and that you have to put in your CV to show that you are you, right? Because AI will never ever generate that.
Yeah.
Managerial experience if you have, and using new technologies. Please think how you will show in your CV the specific technologies for you, maybe AI, maybe something else. It's really, really beneficial for all professions. And nowadays it will add the additional stuff for your CV. And when you transfer to new role, you have experience, but for some reasons you can't find the same sector. You have to mention your transferable skills. For instance, Olga is a good listener, she is kind and a good communicator. She can put that and apply for another position where exactly these skills are required to move forward. And show your passion. For instance, if you, let's say, consider as a teacher you can't find a job, for instance, at the moment because of the different certification and so on. Olga, for your example, what kind of roles you consider to apply? На які ролі ви подаєтеся зараз, якщо ви не можете прямо зараз отримати професію вчителя?
Я зараз націлена на це, старатися.
А, тобто ви тільки вчителя розглядаєте, так?
Я працювала в іншій сфері тут. Мені не подобається ця сфера.
All right. So if somebody consider other sectors except the main experience. Oh.
Now I work in the kitchen. It's not my education, not near my skills, but now I have job in this sector, work in professional kitchen.
Yeah, that's great, Galina. Galina showed that she, let's say, transferred her career to another sector. And what kind of the benefits you get? It's not the main profession that you had in Ukraine, right?
Yes, absolutely. It's different profession. I have benefits. The first, I have a stability job, stability salary, and I have not a lot of people around me. I work in close kitchen, and I work only with our team. Not a lot of people around. Maybe it's not nice, but I don't like a lot of people around. And for me, it's stability, quiet job, what I do, and I have time to make something in hour because I not work all days of week. I have free time, and it's not so bad job.
That's that really good example. Thank you so much, Galina. That Galina has the specific benefits, right?
Yeah.
So you have also language practice. You interact with your colleagues, right?
When I come, language not be need because I work with people what talk language what I know. It's be easy to work for first time. They explain for understanding language for me. It's be Polish language for first. Not so bad. They take me on job without language when I only come. It's
But now your English amazing, oh my god.
My English I very appreciated for speaking good here. If you become your English then better too. Volunteers here are amazing.
Wow.
Great, that's an amazing initiative. Yeah, thank you so much. That's really important to use these opportunities to get the language skills, other benefits, interaction in the team, and stable income, so you can, let's say, understand, right, more or less, that you will be able to pay the bills. So that's important. So we just go through our main action plan. The first step is your CV. Second, your interview, voice or video call. 70% it will be first voice call, and if it's positive, they will invite for the video call or for interview in person. Then interview in person and job offer. So what do employees look for? What is your ideas? Please everyone give one idea. I'll write it down.
The person who can fix their problem.
Exactly. Fix problems. What else?
Who can match the team. Why?
Yeah.
Match a team, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends a little bit what the employer is looking for, but if they're looking for somebody who is, punctual, able to do the job, positive outlook.
So specific values, right?
Values, yeah, values good, yeah.
They're looking for values. Why they're looking for values? Steven, what would you say? Because you are the owner of the business. Why it's so important?
Well, we're a values-led organisation. We are about making change. So I don't want somebody who just wants to work in a corporate environment and be paid a lot, because that's not what we're about. So if somebody came to me and said, I'd really love to work with Facework, I say, why? Because I want to help people get into work. It's as simple as that. So I think that's what I would see as a value. Personally, that's very important to me.
Great. So that's really important note. Values, it's our power that we have in our 10 list, 10 top list. Other ideas. Що шукають працедавці?
Pursues company's vision, yes, does not object to that. I mean, always criticizing.
Yeah, can add to it, strengthen it.
Pursue company vision, right?
Yeah.
What else?
Hard workers.
Hard worker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard worker.
Somebody with experience.
With experience, right?
My idea is I've had a lot of experience in this world. I want to help you with your mission.
Yeah.
Say again?
Try to work in teams.
Teams?
Working in a
People
team.
with teams. Yeah.
Communicate. In the teams.
They're ready to communicate, right? Good communication skills. So this really important information that helps us to understand that the criteria of employers. And when we are looking for the doctor for ourselves, what we are looking for? Let's say, right doctor. Let's say oculist, I don't know.
Experience.
Experience, feedback from the patients, right? Price, degrees, professional courses, right?
Nice manner. Medical is not just medicine, it's personal. They used to
It's
say
personal.
good bedside manner. Do you know that phrase? He was a very good doctor because he really took time to listen and care. That's a very important thing.
Exactly, and let's go through our vision when we are looking for the doctor and the needs of employer. Fix the problem. We are looking for someone who will fix our problem.
Yes.
Let's say, match a team, so match with us somehow. Our values that this person should be like pleasant for us, right? Pursue vision, hardworking, right? we know that the doctors are different, right? And hardworking person is well known in the market and have a good result. Experience, of course, experience, right? The teamwork and the good communication. So this person should communicate with us in good way. Right, so let's move forward. It shows us that we also employers. We employ doctors, we employ our ladies who make manicure, or the gentlemen who help us with, I don't know, in the cleaning. Yeah, we all exactly. And what we expect, that we can generate, right? First, fixing problem. This person should be good and share our values, more or less be pleasant for us, right?
Angela, can I say that's, I've never heard that idea that we employ people. And what do we look for? The question is, would you employ yourself? Would you employ yourself? It's quite a nice way. Would I be punctual? Would I be hardworking? Would I be, you know, it's just a nice way of looking at it.
Yeah, that's good note. Yeah, because we should put ourselves in shoes of employer when we are making our CV. So your CV, we will go directly on LinkedIn, directly on Indeed, other site job boards that you send, or your CV after this platform, or directly will go to the applicant tracking system, and this is just kind of the screenshot from the system that recruiter will see your CV. We see different stars, different kind of the evaluation of the candidates, and your CV will be there. Therefore, that's really crucial to have a CV aligned with the employer needs. So this is the main slide that I add. The first, you have this CV already. This is CV of financial controller Olena Stetsenko. She adapted her CV for this role and sent it to employers. So we see the proper vacancy with information about the company, key responsibility and skills needed. So this is main 3 blocks that you have to, let's say, focus on, where you tailor your CV. So first, you add the job title in your CV. There are different opinions. Add job title, add this title, or doesn't add. What I have, I mean, in terms of my point of view and my information, that people, the conversion increase in 10% when there is a job title, because again, AI will match the name of the position with this word in your CV. And for recruiter, it's also kind of, when recruiter will open your CV, it's the same, like, oh, I'm looking for the best doctor, and I open CV, oh, it's a doctor. So, and I feel like the big joy that it's a doctor. So therefore, better to add that. Then the profile. In the profile, the blog profile, you can, how to create that, how to tailor that. Yes, you can use AI. What you do, you put information from the main area where we see the company and who they're looking for. Put in AI, AI will generate the text, right? In 1-2 seconds. After that, you have to add your the personal touch for this information. I mentioned in red the new technologies. You can add new technologies. Please take it as a must, because especially in other countries that I see this trend, they even reject CVs without the new technologies. AI and other technologies are related to your job. So after that, I mentioned the blog skills. The skills, we can see the relevant skills needed. Highly organized, multitasking. So we can see the same word, highly organized, multitasking. And the skills, financial planning, right? What we will see, yeah, prepare Excel reports. So this block is relevant to this block. Experience. I added in red the achievements that only you can put in your CV, only you can add. It will make your CV really special for employer, for recruiter. It will help you significantly to proceed with your job search. If you can add achievements with numbers to your job, it would be really good. Yeah. If not, that's also fine, but anyway, put your achievements. What kind of information you have to put there? What have you done? What have you achieved in your current place? If you were a teacher, you can say, let's say, I teach a group of, let's say, 15 people, and 20% of them achieved the best grade, something like that. So if we will back to, let's say, the case with the doctor, right? We open the doctor's CV and we see that this doctor made the complex operations, the lots of patients are happy, and what we feel? We feel it's a cool doctor that I was looking for. So I highlighted these moments in your CV. You have that. Please focus on that in your personal CV preparation. This is a key topics. The rest, AI will help you. So you know that some companies use this applicant tracking system that helps them to select and reject candidates. The more keywords you have, the more chance your CV will be selected for the next stage. So tips, please check spelling mistakes. It's very important. I suggest Grammarly. This is also new technologies. It helps, so you can use it on your laptop or on your smartphone. Yeah, exactly. Just the Grammarly will help you to correct all text that you do on your laptop. For instance, you are writing emails. You don't put this information in ChatGPT, but you just do something, right? You type, and the Grammarly will recommend you immediately write the sentence, write word, so you don't have to copy, paste, and paste again. So you save your time, and when you work all day on a computer, that's really good value. Ensure contact details are properly formatted. Yeah, so all recruiters tell about that and highlight, and I also really highlight that because it can be the Ukrainian number. It can be if you have WhatsApp on your Ukrainian number, please mention that your WhatsApp on a number of your WhatsApp. Because it's important to send, to give a kind of alternative way of communication. Because they will, recruiter can call you where you are on a tube. You can pick up, right? Therefore, they sometimes, especially in our company, we use WhatsApp every day because it's quick. We need the speed. We need quick results. We send immediately messages on WhatsApp. Because otherwise we tend to forget about these candidates and
even to applicants, even to candidates.
You use WhatsApp specifically for candidates, yeah, because we need the contact person as soon as possible.
It's interesting, you know, email is much more formal, and 10 years ago it used to be informal. Now WhatsApp is incredibly informal, and you can send it to the main group, and you can, you know, find out lots more people about the way they respond. I'm just interested, but that's because you want to get to the person as quick as you can.
Yeah, we need results.
You never offer a job on WhatsApp?
Never.
No, okay. So
but the first initial contact we usually do, first, step one, we call the person that doesn't pick up. Then in next second, we send the message on WhatsApp. If there is no message, if there is a number or no WhatsApp number, yeah, we send emails, but emails are very, very slow. The email can go to the junk or spam. So this candidate, we lost this candidate, and it means that you can potentially lose the potential offer for you. So better to add your WhatsApp. So resume job title helps to increase conversion. Remove short-term experience from your CV, not relevant or necessary. So that's really important because especially in the UK and not only globally, people, I mean employers a bit conscious when the professional journey less than 1 year. They think the person is jumping from one job to another. So that's very important to present yourself properly. If it was a reason that somehow you have this, try to minimize that. Maybe add kind of, if you had, let's say, 5 months of experience and then, let's say you can add that you studied or you work on like specific project, just to put in, don't put in your CV like long list of experience with, let's say, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, because this is a 88% that the recruiters will not proceed with this CV. So use AI, but be unique. Unique, this is a red moments that highlighted in your CV. Don't add your picture, date of birth, nationalities or gender, because there is anti-discrimination laws. And the main idea to prevent discrimination and to give all equal opportunities for everyone. So therefore, please exclude this information because it also can be rejected automatically with AI.
And even pronouns?
Huh?
And even pronouns?
Yeah, pronounce it is fine. I mean, it's not so strict. Just sometimes better don't add like gender, nationality, date of birth. Better don't do that in the UK specifically.
I mean, you open WhatsApp, yes, you have the number, and then you see the picture of the person on the app.
That's very good. But that's very good point. And sometimes we saw some, let's say, pictures that we stopped the process. Yeah. Because sometimes it's really kind of. When I prepared this presentation, actually, I wanted to make a screenshot some pictures and put them, just for kind of. For experience, to share experience. So the big, I mean, that's important to think about that. If you add your WhatsApp number to your CV, be ready that recruiter can contact you. Please exclude the pictures with, I don't know, on the beach or in a nightclub, something like that, if possible, if possible. Yeah, this is small detail, but you know, the competition is very, very high. Don't forget about that. So, track your progress. Track your progress. I like this table because I use it when I was looking for a job. It helped me to, first of all, to keep my focus, because we have lots of distractions, social media, news, everything. And when I started to track my activity, what actually I track? I track the role that I applied, the date, salary, company, status, I was invited or I was rejected, and the link. So I made this example to show that this was my main document when I was looking for a job. I woke up in the morning, made a coffee, opened this document, and focus on that, on my roles. For me, it was very, very important because it's very easy to lose focus. When we lose focus, we lose time and we do not progress. And then I checked the kind of reaction of the market on my CV, because I applied for different roles. And they saw, in this, from this sphere, I received 3 invitations for interview. From this sphere, 0. So, and I understand how my CV, let's say, what kind of perception my CV had on the market. And I constantly corrected my job strategy and polished my CV. So, and then as a result, let's say in May, we can see that financial controller, it's a good conversion, 2 CV sent and 1 invitation for interview. What's important to understand that then more CVs you send, the more your chance to get a job. This is really kind of, but again, polished CVs, not just sending, not just, the sending is make no any sense, just don't waste the time. Only polished CVs.
Targeted.
Yeah, targeted, only exactly, yeah, targeted CVs. So, and keep positive mindset. What is important? It's important for everyone. For us, for people who are looking for a job, who was born in the UK. So that be active and stay focused on applying. It increases your chance for success. It means that don't spend too much time waiting for responses. Keep moving forward. Sometimes we see our perfect role that we would like to apply. Oh, I found my dream job. We send CV and we wait. And we wait. We kind of decrease our activity because we already found. Somehow we feel, oh, yeah, this is my role. And then it can be no response. It can be response in 3 months. It can be rejection. But we fall in love with this position and we forgot about the long-term goal. That don't put, like in a casino, all money on the zero, right? Please move forward.
Can I just say one thing on that? I think this is absolutely gold. Don't make the best the enemy of the good. Understand? If you only think the best is there, you're missing all the good that we hear.
Exactly.
And when you start
Super.
in a little good job, you can grow into a better position. And I just want to share with you that if one door opens, you never know where that path will lead. And if you don't start opening any door, you won't make progress. So that is not to say go for any job. I've had somebody here who was a chambermaid working in a hotel and she was treated badly. And I said to her, stop that work. That's not good for your soul. You're better than that. So I'm not saying any job, but I think this is a really important point you mentioned, Angela. If you just hang on to this perfect job, it may never come. And you're missing opportunities to build income, to build your credibility, to build your references, to build a little bit of income, and to build your confidence, which is so important.
Absolutely, and the time is your resource. And yeah, we should appreciate your own time. So, so doubts and fears, they are part of the process. They are part of the journey. Do not give up. Otherwise, if you give up, you feel like you are a victim of circumstance. Yeah, I've done everything and it doesn't work. So what we will do? We will do anything. We will not have energy. Energy, this is the fuel of our, let's say, all our life. So therefore, we should appreciate this, and don't feel out as a victim, in a victim mindset. What is a victim mindset? Please also try to focus on your thoughts, on your words within a day. If you think that, oh, yeah, I done everything, but it didn't work, yeah, it will not help, people did that and they did not succeed, it's kind of the markers that will, like, they show you that probably now you are close to the victim mindset. Because what is the danger of that? That you don't have energy to move, you forget about your goals, and you just go with the flow. Go with the flow, it means that you lose your potential. You don't have energy to develop. All right, so believing in yourself, a new habit, and you can choose to build. Because, I mean, that's very, I mean, everyone tells, believe in yourself, please believe in yourself. So we already even do not react, oh, so we know that. But actually, that is, let's say, our hard work on ourselves. Because this work only everyone can do for yourself. This is the best that you can do for yourself. Your goals are like a lighthouse. They guide you and keep you on a track. So this is a lighthouse. This is our goal for 3 years, for 5 years, for 10 years, for 20 years. You can think about that. And it will help you to move forward and stay passionate and focused on that truly motivates you. for instance, when we see the teenagers play in a game, in a computer game, they are so excited. They forget about everything. They can forget about the food, the drink, for the parents, everyone. They just like 100% engaged, involved in this game. So it means that we all have these passions in our life, in terms of work, in terms of the hobbies and everything. So please keep the focus on this passion. And be confident and proactive. Proactivity, connect with recruiters, ask for recommendation, take care of your mental health. That's also very crucial, because anyway that it's your choice to exercise today or not exercise today. Your choice, eat healthy or eat not so healthy. Spend time more in the nature or with friends, or scroll Instagram. This is your choice. Only you do your choice in your life, nobody else. And if you want to live happy life, because time flies very fast. We can see that it seems like 3 years ago, 2 years ago we moved, and it's like there's just we even the feel how quickly it happens. So think about your choices every day. Just kind of focus on that, because this is your life. And mind centrum, no actions. Why is this important? Because victim mindset, this person will not move forward because no energy, right? Positive mindset will give you the energy and the power to move forward no matter what. I add a picture of Nick Vujicic. Everyone knows him. And he is the motivation speaker. He is a father. I thought actually that he has 2 kids, but actually he has already 4 kids. Yeah, it means that even though he doesn't have, unfortunately, legs and the hands, he is successfthis leader. He motivates people globally. He has a family. So, but in this case, he would have said that, oh, I don't have legs and the hands, so what I can do? Nothing. So I'm victim. It happens. So, and unfortunately, many people do that. They just fell out from the track, go with the flow, and don't achieve their goals. So that's really a good example that you are creator of your life. Your actions create your life. So, and now we will see the famous, the part of the movie where Emily came to the famous fashion magazine for the interview. She came with her interview, with her CV, and the lady Miranda, who is the CEO, this is kind of she represents the main editor of the American Vogue. She is a British lady. She is 75 actually, and she let's say create all trends in the fashion. It's also a good example. So can we start the movie, Galina? Yeah. So how your CV will lead you to the interview? Sound? Do we have sound?
Who are you?
Who are you?
My name is Andy Sachs. I recently graduated from Northwestern University.
And what are you doing here?
Well, I think I could do a good job as your assistant. And, yeah, I came to New York to be a journalist and sent letters out everywhere, and then finally got a call from Elias Clark and met with Sherry up at Human Resources, and basically it's this or Auto Universe.
So you don't read Runway?
No.
And before today, you had never heard of me?
No.
And you have no style or sense of fashion?
Well, I think that depends on what you're...
No. That wasn't a question.
I was editor-in-chief of the Daily Northwestern. I also won a national competition for college journalists with my series on the Janitors Union, which exposed the exploitation of... Yeah, you know, okay. You're right. I don't fit in here. I am not skinny or glamorous, and I don't know that much about fashion, but I'm smart. I learn fast, and I will work very hard.
I've got the exclusive on the Cavalli for Gwyneth. But the problem is, with that huge feathered headdress that she's wearing, she looks like she's working the main stage of the Golden Nugget.
Thank you for your time.
Who is that sad little person? Are we doing a before and after piece I don't know about?
So, we have a bit of time, so let's... Oh, that's good music. That's good music to sing.
If you guys are actually open to doing...
What is your opinion about this interview?
But after this interview, we take her. It's not perfect interview.
Exactly. She got a job. She got an offer. Why?
She was honest.
She was honest.
And so brave, soft skills.
She showed her soft skills.
She impressed this lady because she lady remember her.
Exactly. What else?
She had character.
Maybe she's
Super.
different what she saw before.
Absolutely. She was unique, right? Unique. What else?
I don't think it's unique. She not be enough level for them, and she can stand better when she come.
Right. And in terms of her mindset, she was on the victim position or creator position?
Winner position.
Creator position, because if she would have if she would have stayed in the victim mindset, she would say, Miranda rejected me immediately. She is a bad person. She was right. She was like the kind of the not so pleasant rejected. But what she done? She changed situation. She continue convince Miranda that she is good for this role. She didn't give up, exactly. And therefore she hired her, because the previous, later in the movie, she told that the previous ladies, they were glamorous, very skinny and so on, but they were not so smart to work with such a smart person as the main editor of the Podium magazine. Yeah, so this is a real example. So we discussed about everything, and the last the moment about your questions. Quality of CV, how to understand the quality of your CV. Your quality of CV, you use this our first, your CV tailored, and you go to this track your progress. If you send CVs and no response, nothing, you should improve your CV. Then how to hide that you are qualified, you are overqualified. So you have to think, so if this is, let's say, junior role, and they usually mentioned, we consider 1 year of experience for this role. You should think if you really need this role. Maybe you don't need this role, that's one. The second, I don't think that we should hide something. Because if they're looking for, let's say, graduated students, and I will send them my CV and will hide that I'm also graduated, but not this year. So what is the point? I will spend my time for tailoring this CV and I will be rejected. So you have to be honest, as the lady on the video, right? In some kind of the smart way. You should show what they need to, what they want to see, right? For instance, example, what kind of example we can give? For instance, if we are looking for the doctor, we're looking for the specific, let's say, field, right? We see the doctor in a specific field. This doctor don't have to show us that he participates in many other the activities that we don't need. And you should mention in your CV the relevant experience. For instance, your CV should not be longer than 2 pages. Better in 1 page if you, let's say, they have not so much experience. And focus on the specific tailoring and skills. Remove remove information that's not relevant to the CV.
Can I explain? Let me explain, please. As I understand, this overqualified came from, for example, even this doctor's CV. In the UK, Ukrainian doctors can't work.
Yeah, that's true. Without specific certification.
So they apply for an assistant position, and if they write in Ukraine, you have this experience, achievements, etc. Your CV will be overqualified for this position, and it's difficult to apply in this case.
It can be yes, it can be no. I'm not saying that the kind of overqualification that I mean, it depends. Depends of the first of all of the role. Some companies, they're looking for the minimum experience. If they're looking for minimum experience, they will reject people who has more than, let's say, 1-2 years of experience. Everyone, not only Ukrainians, everyone. So you just have to look at the companies who are looking for someone who is, let's say, 5 years plus, 8 years plus. There are lots of these vacancies. Not all companies looking for the students and graduates.
I think some of it also can be, you admit you're overqualified, but you can say in the covering letter, I am looking for the experience where I can learn from somebody who has more experience. I think sometimes you get found out, you know, if you go for a job and it comes out that you've been a professor in a hospital, or you know, that's going to be, well, you weren't very honest in your interview, so that can be a negative thing. So I think it's a mixture of being honest, but also then saying, I'm here to learn. I know that I'm overqualified, but I need this experience to get into the work. Would you say or not?
Absolutely. So add your purpose, your goals for that. As on the video, this lady said the same. So yes, I don't have these qualities that you're looking for, but I want this, that.
Yeah.
And thanks to that, she found a job. I also, when I was looking for the job, I was invited to interviews, and on one interview, they said me that I'm overqualified for this position. Yeah, it was like that, and I said, yes, I'm overqualified, but I would like to bring this knowledge and the qualities and results for your company. So, and they were pleasantly surprised.
So it depends on your motivations, what drives you. Because as I understand that employers could be have some doubts about your motivations. If you're overqualified, maybe in 1 to 3 months you will be demotivated through this position.
Yeah, so if company has opportunities to grow, you can say that I obtained this position, let's say financial director in Ukraine. Now I moved to the UK and I'm ready to start for this role and would like to grow in one company. If you have opportunities to grow, if there is a space, if there is a potential to grow in your company, usually all companies have the potential to grow, more or less. So therefore, yeah, it's natural to say that. I mean, you should say that in a way that will show the value that you can bring to the company. Because what happens, for instance, I work in my current company, and I have 10 years plus experience in Ukraine. And now, thanks to this experience, I can achieve better results here, right now, than people who has less experience, graduated, moved to the other sectors, because at the end of the day, this background that I thought was overqualified, I would probably just hide it. In fact, that helps me to do my job properly, and I was awarded as Employee of the Year on our corporate event, thanks to my previous experience, thanks to my overqualification. So therefore, this is really your strong side, in fact.
Ну, чи є резон в новому світі вказувати, де ти працював, і все взагалі відносно від того, що ти хочеш? Чи не потрібно? Чи буде питання, а що ти робила вдома? Як було?
Ви маєте на увазі, чи варто вказувати експірієнс в Україні?
Ні, тут, але він зовсім не
Свідчитись,
відповідає
мабуть, мається на увазі.
тому, що ти хочеш. Ну,
Що ви
інша
працювали
сфера,
на інші
наприклад,
роботи,
наприклад, в сфері послуг, да. Ну, не підходить під нову цю.
Ну, наприклад, якщо ми...
Чи не потрібно?
Ні, напевно, не треба.
Ви маєте показати, що у вас немає дуже великого розриву. Наприклад, ви переїхали 3 роки тому назад, і 3 роки у вас нічого в резюме немає, бо ви працювали 1 рік, наприклад, в госпіталіті, ще 1 рік, наприклад, на кухні. І якщо ви виключите цей досвід, це буде зрозуміло для працедавця, що ви переїхали, сіли на бенефіти, і всі ці 3 роки шукаєте роботу. Тому вам треба або перший варіант, я за те, щоб вказувати і показати, що ви працювали, що ви лояльний працівник, що ви там працювали не 1 місяць, не 3, що ви пройшли probational period, що ви інтегрувалися в цю компанію, що ви маєте досвід в саме цій країні. А так, от таке враження, якщо це все виключити, що ви от приїхали, сели на бенефітах, сидіти вдома всі 3 роки. Мову ви не знаєте, ви можете додати навчання паралельно, це дуже влучна думка, що ви можете додати, що, наприклад, ви працювали в госпіталіті і паралельно навчалися на курсах мови, курси якісь специфічні для вашого ринку, професійно. Тобто ви якби прокачували оці свої хардові і софтові скіли, щоб збити на новий рівень. А так перескочити не завжди можливо, не для всіх професій це можливо.
А як для application tracker system? Це ж не ключові слова, вони не будуть битися з вакансією, якщо нерелевантний досвід.
А ви вказуєте, досвід же в Україні був?
Так.
Да, це ж досвід. У мене був досвід HR в Україні. Це те ж саме. Рекрутинг.
Я, наприклад, приїхала в Британію, там на досвід в госпіталіті, чи він нерелевантний до тої нової посади, яку я хочу?
Applicant Tracking System перевіряє всю інформацію у вашому CV. Не тільки останнє місце роботи, а взагалі всю. І якщо ви в українському досвіді ви вказали релевантні ключові слова з британської компанії і потім додали 2 місця роботи, якщо у вас ці місця роботи були дуже короткострокові, прямо 1, 2, 3 місяці, лучше не варто, бо це прям 100% буде реджект. Тоді перекрити це навчанням, волонтерінгом, якщо є така можливість, можливо, якісь проєкти, щось таке от. Щоб заповнити паузу, але не короткостроковим досвідом.
Тобто такі короткі періоди роботи можна списати на волонтерство?
Прекрасна ідея. Браво, Аліна, дуже дякую. Короткострокові роботи можна подати як волонтерство. І не вказуйте прямо місяць, 2, 3, не робіть оцю длинне резюме. Ви можете вказати волонтерство, наприклад, hospitality, charity, через зап'яту, і там надати 6 місяців, 8 місяців. А потім ваш нормальний досвід, який у вас був довгостроковий в Україні. Да, дуже влучне питання. Чи є ще питання? Супер. Дуже дякую. Thank you very much. It has been an amazing time. Now we know what to do and we are ready to keep our positive mindset.
Can we both say something first of all? Come here. This woman is such a superwoman. You agree? She was sitting where you are 2 years ago, and she came on this course, and of course she's overqualified. She could have ran this course. But she said to me earlier today that she learnt about community, about confidence, about being positive, and I really think it's lovely that she has come back to share. We haven't paid her. She's volunteered to do this. And some of the messages, if you can see it, you can be it. Do you agree? Sometimes
100%.
we need role models to say, Angela, of course you're exceptional. We are all exceptional.
Absolutely.
But thank you for coming and sharing today. And I really want to thank you. I've learned so much today. I never knew that employers look at WhatsApp. Your point, Oksana, well, if you've got a photograph of you looking up on the beach on WhatsApp, of course it looks bad. It means that if you haven't got WhatsApp, you're not going to be in the game. Duh. I never thought about that. You know, it's so ubiquitous now. So I've learned a lot. So thank you so much. And I want to say something to you because I wasn't here last week. Why do we do this? Why do we want to do it because you are worth it. We stand in solidarity with the people of Ukraine. What has happened is so wrong. Russia is a terrorist state. I've said it, okay? I believe it. It's terrorism. It's awful. And you are not victims. This is what you said today. We can play a victim role. It's very comforting. Oh, these circumstances, I'm just a pawn. You're not, you're survivors. Do you believe that? Sometimes. Now, what I'd say is make the most of this space. This word up here says home from home. You're not in your home. But for as long as you are here in London, you can come here on Thursdays. Do you know you can come at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and work from here? Free Wi-Fi, free coffee, free tea, free toilets. Places to just talk. And you can come here. And then you can come and find support with the mental health support. That's not one-to-one, it's group work. And I'm so proud because Helena said, we can't help people with their work without helping people with their minds. We've also started doing Keep Fit and Pilates. Do you want to keep fit in your body? It's linked. You feel bad about yourself, you start eating, you don't feel, you know, mind, body and spirit is important. And the great thing, Helena, come up here. This other hero of mine, Helena, has run something called Meet Me Cafe. Tell them about Sunday.
Meet Me Community Club on Sunday. We also have some cafe, but you can join us on Sunday, especially for British culture. You can explore this topic, not just important way. It's very interesting because this Sunday will be a cinema session. Yes. Cinema session. We are going to
watch a movie, to discuss, like Paddington, I guess.
Should
be something positive. Should be something positive. I was considering different options, and then we'll have a short session with a videographer, yes, on how to utilize your phone to create quality videos.
Wow.
Great.
You can do that.
Or you can add some information to this session. And it's also about speaking club.
Free snacks will be provided.
Yeah. And we play chess,
What time o'clock?
Pilates, anytime.
Pilates starts at 11 o'clock.
No.
This Sunday we don't have
Pilates.
So that's why we have extended
Yes.
session on British culture.
And come and
British
bring
culture
your
in
friends.
Pilates.
You don't have to live in Lewisham to come to that. Anybody can come to that. And we've managed to get some funding for the National Lottery. You play the National Lottery, they give money back to charities, and that's there. And the last thing I would say is, who would like to start their own business? Maybe. If you want to start your own business, the most important thing you need is space to serve customers, to have Wi-Fi. And we have something called the Maker Space along the road here. And every Friday, like tomorrow, between 10 and 2, we make things. Art, pottery, sewing, clay. And it would be lovely for some of you to come tomorrow. Get out of the house. The evidence shows you if you make things, it is as rewarding as a job, except you don't get paid. Yet. Alyana, you've got some lovely things that you've been making that I think could be sold and start a business. You never know where your skills could lead you. So all I'm saying to you is, we do this because we care, but we want you to take the opportunity. And if you say, Steve, I'm interested in this, we can find people to give one-to-one. If you want help with CVs, Abby helps with CVs. Oksana is university, Tiana, university lecturers. They can help you think about what courses are good. So please, especially if you're new today, it's the first time you'll come here, I want you to go away today saying, yes, life is shit. It's very difficult. Sorry, it's difficult. Yet, there is hope. And we want this to be a place of hope and rebirth, okay? So, lovely to see you tonight. I'm sorry I wasn't here last week. And can we say, first of all, thank you to Angela.